Hey, how's it going everyone? Jurassic Ninja. It's been a while since I've shown my face on this channel. Well, I plan on fixing that. Got this new setup here to record easily, so let's get started on this video. I recently made a PlayStation 2 vs Dreamcast Part 2, and in that video I stated that the Dreamcast could never handle Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, or San Andreas. Well, a user, I think his name was R95, it'll be up on the screen, he stated that a little game called Omikron The Nomad Soul would be better than Grand Theft Auto. In fact, he said that it would beat it. But we're gonna compare these two games and see which one truly is better. So the first thing I'd like to do is compare some of the character animations. On Omikron, he has some nice fluid movement. It is overall pretty good, and the mouth animation is nice too, with the added bonus of teeth. GTA 3 doesn't show any teeth, and the movement, it's pretty stiff. It's like a moving action figure. Also, the character model in GTA 3 is very blocky. You can see all the building blocks. The Dreamcast shows them a bit, but it's not nearly as noticeable. Let's compare the vocal audio now.
8-Ball's got some business upstairs. Well, maybe you could do me a favor.
On Grand Theft Auto, the acting takes the cake, but the audio quality is okay. I can hear the compression in the vocals.
One of my girls needs a ride, so grab a car and pick up Misty from the clinic, then bring her back here.
Looking at Omikron, the acting isn't too bad. It's actually quite good.
I called your office in security headquarters. They said that you and your partner, Den, had gone out on an investigation and that they hadn't heard from you.
I do think the audio quality is a tad better as well. What about the overall graphics? Let's check it out. In the beginning of Omikron, there really is only two types of vehicles, the bikes and the cars. I'm really not sure if you get more because I didn't really get that far in the game. In GTA, there are tons of cars right off the bat, and you unlock more as you play. Cars, trucks, taxi cabs, various styles of cars, cop cars, convertibles, and you can literally steal any car you see and drive it off into the city. In Omikron, you can't steal a vehicle, as far as I know. You have to hail one from your watch thingy within the start menu. Even then, I couldn't drive it, but later in the game, you can free roam the city. At least that's what I read online. This is a good time to talk about the cities. In Omikron, the draw distance is terrible, and oftentimes would freeze to load the next section. You can always hear the Dreamcast discs going. The overall city looks okay, but more or less the same thing over and over. In GTA, it's an actual huge city. The streets, alleys, and parks are all there and looks pretty great for an early PlayStation 2 game. The draw distance is miles better as well as the overall graphics. There is some free roaming in Omikron, but in GTA it's the definition of free roaming. The story is awesome on both games, and both very different. I won't get into detail here, but Omikron is a huge mindfuck and will keep you guessing what the hell is going on. GTA 3 is a great mob story with revenge, betrayal, murder, and so much more. Lots of layers of story. Time for the controls. Omikron's controls are outright terrible. You use the D-pad and the player moves just like in the old Resident Evil games. You get used to it over time, but it's not a movement style we ever need to see again. To do anything, you basically need to go into your menu over and over and over again. In GTA 3, the controls are just like any modern game. Well, mostly. You can't control the camera with the second joystick. However, it controls so good it really doesn't affect the gameplay. The menu system is all on screen with the push of a few buttons. You never need to leave the main gameplay unless you need to view the map. This keeps you in the game and it is much more enjoyable. Overall, they are both really great games, but GTA 3 is a lot better. Omikron The Nomad Soul was released in 2000 and GTA 3 was 2001, so pretty close together. If it was a huge gap, I'd give Omikron a pass, but I won't. It did not age well. It's a great game to play for the story, and that is it. Not much enjoyment out of the actual gameplay, at least for me, even to this day and on the PlayStation 2. Shit, I can even play the definitive edition, still great. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you have a game you want compared, please consider becoming a YouTube member elite, where you get to pick any game you want and I have to do it no matter what. Anyway, please do leave a like and subscribe if you feel I've earned it. Have a great day.